Brand new, freshly made microbrew beer, organic microbrew beer at the DEPOT Brewery. My friend Jon Freeberg invited me. This fabulous graphic artist has visited for the weekend. Mark Gerking came down from Fort Dodge. So let's go see. What is the feedback on Fairfield, Iowa? Yes, sir. DEPOT Brewery. Yes, sir. There you are.
Hey, Tony.
We're living. Thank you, sir. There you are.
Hey, Tony.
We're living. Thank you. The cameraman will have a beer.
What kind of beer would the cameraman like?
What can I get you?
I think I want the one Susan has. Yeah, this one, the red.
The ale red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Red ale. And what's it called? What's its proper name again?
It's called the dark red ale.
Dark red ale? Yeah. Dark red ale.
Organic, right?
Yes.
Organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
That's t-shirt.
Look at that.
Yeah, definitely. It's like wine. It's real thick. You can almost slice it like butter.
It's a little confusing because I think the band started at 9 and it technically starts at 8, but I'm gonna obviously maybe 8:30 for you guys since I didn't tell you right away.
We'll probably
about
not
that.
stay for
Okay, but just
I don't know about that,
No,
but we'll not be staying for the music
Okay.
tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
Buy his new.
We're going to finish this up in about 10 minutes or less.
So that's always
This thing we're doing here, we're going to finish it.
So then somebody else that just
so how many people in Fairfield?
10,000-ish.
What polls? Is there businesses?
So there's a real long-standing agricultural base, and there's a real solid century-plus old manufacturing base, which just has
What
maintained
do they
steadily.
manufacture?
Dexter is a big company that makes the washing machine, commercial washing machines and laundromats are Dexter's.
Okay.
That's here.
There's Agri-Plastics, which makes a lot of plastic stuff for agriculture. There's Plexco, which makes plastic pipe. So let's see what else.
No, we were wondering. It seemed like I thought it was closer to like 4,000 or 5,000. I didn't know.
The university draws
Right,
people, I mean, students, and then students move into town. Like I was a student in the 70s, and then I moved back here after leaving. I moved back in the 80s, and a lot of my friends moved back, and then they had their families and their
an awesome
children.
community.
And
Well, it feels like, even though it's a small town, you get the sense that the economy is pretty strong here. So we were just wondering, well, then what is
Yeah, we saw
what are the
the
main
recent
real estate prices.
employers? And
the recent
A little different than
The
Susie.
recent draw, there have been many companies that have that have just been started by one or two people, and they've built up to hundreds of employees. Then they get bought out. Okay,
Right.
so like reading is fun. Okay, they got bought out by Reader's Digest, Reader's Digest, fires everybody that was making it successful, thinks they can then take it over, and it collapses. And so then all those people lose their jobs. This has happened in like several different companies. So the company, kind of the big employer in the white collar now is Cambridge Investments. So they have built a huge building out on Pleasant Plain, and I'm not exactly sure what they do, something with investing, securities, and keeping like independent brokers up-to-date knowledge or something.
So kind of a tech.
Yeah,
for
they're
them.
like a back end
Yeah.
for them. And then they built another building because they were growing so fast. So they're hiring people from other places.
Sure.
You have to have whatever your Series 7 license, and you have to have all this stuff. So they're hiring in people. So some people are coming from all over the place to
Yeah, really, of course, and we drove around.
Yeah, I think they bought this campus in 74 or 73, something like that.
I tell people, especially like on Facebook, all over the world, yeah, Fairfield, that's the home of the transcendental meditation capital of the world. And they're like, and I go, no, I'm not kidding. And they're going, really? I go, yeah, it's their main university is actually located. How big a place? And I always thought it was like 5,000 people.
Oh, no,
It's
twice that.
It's twice that, yes.
It's almost twice that.
Growing by
It's
leaps and bounds.
amazing though. I mean, I have traveled all over the country, and I was on this little island off the coast of Canada, okay, teaching a workshop in Cobb of how to build with clay and sand, and so they're all Canadians that are there, and where we saying where they're from, and I'm from the Kootenay Mountains in British Columbia, and I'm from Fairfield, Iowa, and invariably somebody goes, oh, I've been there. Oh, really?
That is wild.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
I had a friend graduate from there. I went to his graduation.
Wow.
All over the place. You run into people that know Fairfield
here
Iowa.
or spent.
Yeah.
What do you major in?
I major in literature.
So there's
Literature, physics,
it's an
math.
actual-
It's a fully accredited 4-year, but now it's up to PhDs.
That's
in
great.
Certain things.
Sure,
I think
sure.
computer science
Yeah.
and
Well, I knew they had a good
some
tech
science.
investment.
Yeah, a lot of computer science stuff. Yeah. But they have one of the first sustainable living programs in the country. And so we've had a lot of those interns, a lot of those students have come out to our house, to either look or help, or sometimes help for a week, or sometimes a month. Or the first summer that we were building, we had 3 interns for like 6-8 weeks. Oh, it really got our house off the ground.
Yeah, I bet that made a big difference.
Yes. So they all come out to just see like different things, because we're such a hybrid, of poultries, straw bale, earth things, regular framing, earthen roofs, so they can see a lot of different things together
In one location.
Yeah. And then the agricultural classes come out. Dr. Tim brings out his classes to see the cows and talk about, pasture and manure in the garden as a fertilizer. So we get
They probably love
groups
the
all
fact
the time.
that you're here.
Yeah.
Like, a good resource for them.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. That's amazing. So you majored in literature.
I majored in
That's
literature.
great. That's great.
There weren't a lot of choices back then, because
Sure.
the university was just starting.
Gotcha.
There was like math, physics,
I'm Mark.
art, literature.
Yeah.
I don't know what else there was. It was like there wasn't a lot of choices because they were just
for
getting
sure.
going.
That's amazing.
And now there's a lot of the student body is foreign. China, India, some African countries. It's pretty diverse and remarkable.
This town is diverse. I noticed just walking on the square, especially.
Why?
I can always tell by the restaurants.
Yeah,
You know,
really. How many? There's what? Several Indian restaurants, several Mexican restaurants, Thai restaurants, Japanese restaurants, in the little town of Turkish restaurant.
Istanbul.
And she has the best jasmine. Oh, it's so good.
George's.
Istanbul
I believe I saw George, and he looked like I heard him speak Greek. Oh, he's Turk.
Oh, I think it's Turkish.
I was thinking he was
George,
Greek,
I thought he was
but
Yeah, there's a real
A lot of
Turkish mafia.
cool. Here, that's cool.
Yeah,
So they keep the peace in their own particular way.
You know, just
Well, the best barista at Cafe Prix is Armand from Turkey.
We walked by there today, and I ducked in to see that painting.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick.
to see what?
The painting, the painting mural.
Just because that was one of the. I was totally blown away. Saw when Bill played, Bill Jackson, Dave Moore, Pete.
All the photos from that concert,
took-
and that is a
I had-
that makes for the best photos.
The fact that I really wanted to meet Mark Gerking, who's in the audience here, and Mark's been doing posters for us about the last 5 years, and we've never met. So it's awesome.
That's the guy that makes the poster.
Yeah.
We wrote this song right back in, I think back in 2008, and we got away with playing it in Texas. I hope we can get away with playing it in Iowa. The song's written about our country, but it could be written about any country, I suppose. Well, it begs to reason, and it's almost absurd to go where command isn't not in a word. Sanctioned by money, supplied by us all, to kill or be killed, that's a hell of a call. So bring 'em on home, bring 'em on home. They don't have to be gone one more second too long. We know they can fight, and we know they're brave, and the whole world's full of their forefathers' graves. The strength that she feels during daylight, it's all wept away by the cover of night. And she hears people screaming, sees fire and smoke, death and destruction surrounding her glow. So bring 'em on home, bring 'em There's talk of rain here soon, my child, and there's no need to be where the climate is wild. We raise you to know wrong from right, and it's wrong to be fighting when it's not your fight. So bring 'em on home, bring 'em on home. They don't have to be gone one more second too long. We know they can fight, and we know they're brave, and the whole world's full of their forefathers' graves. You bring 'em on home, you bring 'em on home. And 5 years in Cuba, it was way too long. Bring 'em on home, bring 'em on home, bring 'em on home, bring 'em on home, bring 'em on home. It's like leaving something behind, I suppose. And I've been on a bit of a mission over the last few years just to write and record as many songs as I can.
So I've been starting a TV show.
Okay,
Yeah, so we need to get some better light on your face
maybe up there.
in front of George's Pizza. So you are
I'm Bill.
Bill?
Bill Jackson, yeah.
Yes, sir.
From Melbourne, Australia.
Dan, would you be pissed off if he had found the Vegemite?
Well, I've missed the Vegemite here.
Have you?
I've missed it, yeah. of course.
Seriously?
You miss it at breakfast time every morning, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Vegemite with a bit of cheese on it, or maybe a poached egg on top. Bit of
Really?
toast. Rye bread.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I was telling him earlier today when I was working. I love the cops here, man. I said, look, if you had found the Vegemite for these guys, what could have happened is you could have pissed this guy off. He would have said, he came all the way to America hoping to get away from it.
No.
And everybody keeps trying to feed you Vegemite. Seriously.
Love it.
You love it.
I was brought up on it,
Seriously.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So if he could somehow conjure some
Yeah.
with a
I only need a jar that big to last you like 6 months.
right
You
on.
put a very small amount on your toast.
Seriously?
With butter.
Wow.
Real butter.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you going to do tonight?
Well, Pete and I are going to play a set of my songs. I've just released my 5th solo album
Wow.
a few months back, so we'll be doing songs off all the albums.
Right.
It's sort of mainly acoustic-based, bluesy, country, folky sort of stuff. Yeah.
And so was it really hard for your agent to talk you into coming to this place
No,
in
not
Iowa?
at all. Not at all. No, we've got an agent from Nashville called Mary Sack, and Mary manages David Olney. I think David's played here before.
I decide I'll go and find him and find out who's behind it. He's got everyone convinced that he's for real. Well, I figure we can work some kind of deal. He offers me a job and I say fine. He says I'll get paid off on down the line. Well, I guess I'll string along. Don't see how too much could go wrong. As long as he pays my way, I guess I'll follow. We're heading for Jerusalem tomorrow.
That's right.
And Sergio. So Mary organises our trips over here for us. So we're going from here to Pomeroy, to Byron's, to play a gig tomorrow.
Right.
And then we're going down to Nashville to do Americana Music Week, and then we're recording an album down there with Tom Ewitz
Wow.
as well.
So you're going to be there how long?
Well, we leave on the 27th.
Wow, you're going to do an album between now and...
Yeah.
Wow.
Over 5 days, yeah.
Seriously, good.
Yeah.
You're ready.
Yeah, we're ready, yeah. Anyone here been to Australia? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so you don't have people asking you to wrestle a crocodile or something?
No. In fact,
Oh, they put something back out on the Barbie or whatever?
I've never seen a crocodile in the wild, you know. So.
That's right, but
Yeah.
but everybody's heard this thing, let's just put some whatever on the Barbie, right?
Yeah, you call them shrimps. We call them prawns. Okay?
Yeah.
Same thing. So, yeah, we do that.
So I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Crew FM, and to Chris Johnston and Brooklyn Park Hotel, who just show after show, all the out-of-town musicians, they provide accommodations for them. So thank you, Chris Johnston.
It was great to get out of Chicago and just get out in those open roads and sell those cornfields and stuff. It's pretty amazing. Thank you. One of the reasons I came back here this time was that I did an album in 2011 called Hickory, which is name of a little town in Australia, famous for one of our bushrangers, a guy called Ned Kelly. And on that album there was a song called Something in Blue, which I was lucky enough that Dave Olney picked up and recorded on his last album. So it was a good enough reason to come back here, besides the fact that I really wanted to meet Mark Gerking, who's in the audience here. And Mark's been doing posters for us about the last 5 years and we've never met. So that's awesome.
That's the guy that makes the poster.
Yeah. Morning, guys.
Morning.
Yep, there he is.
How's everybody doing?
G'day mate, how are you?
Something in Blue will start with that. You got no silver, you got no gold, just this $1 to hang on to your wall. Go out and buy something in blue. Well, it's the only thing left to do. 'Cause blue looks good on you. You got no bullion, no treasure chests, just this $1, the cold wind from the west. Go out and buy something in blue. Well, it's the only thing left to do. 'Cause blue looks good on you. Got no rubies, diamonds to hold, just this $1, the wind and rain and roll. Go out and buy something in blue. Well, it's the only thing left to do. like a restless wind, but loving you changed everything. Go out and buy something in blue. Well, it's the only thing left to do. 'Cause blue looks good on you. Go out and buy something in blue. Well, it's the only thing left to do. 'Cause blue looks good on you.
And I come from Melbourne, which is a very, if you wanted to compare cities in Australia, Sydney is a bit more like LA. It's a bit more glitzy and shallow and whatever, whereas Melbourne, where I come from, which is a cooler climate, Melbourne's much more like, obviously not as big as, but much more of a New York sensibility in terms of it's got a really good music scene, a really good art scene, fantastic restaurants, great coffee, lots of cafes, that type of society. It's a really cool place. Melbourne's very much like, if you want to compare it to a city, it's kind of like Austin. You know?
And you've been there?
Yeah, been to Austin, yeah.
Yeah, you play a lot in Austin?
Well, we've played there, not a lot, but we have played there, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so that concludes the first installment.
Cool.
You never know. I might. It's just a little walk across a little bit of prairie grass to me. It's like I'm 3 minutes away from where you guys are going to be having breakfast tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Well,
so maybe it would be cool to come over and film a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe they would make me a coffee.
They might,
if they're making you coffee, they might make me coffee.
That's right.
Sure.
Exactly. sounds good.
Cool, dude.
Yeah.
I love
What's your
that.
first name?
Tony.
Tony.
Yeah, I go by Tony.
There's three of us travelling. We usually take my brother Ross with me. He's a good-looking bloke there with a beard down the back. And Ross and I write all the songs together. So I'm kind of lucky to have a talented brother.
So when you're talking about leaving something behind, first of all, next to you is your songwriting partner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So could you introduce you?
Yeah, this is my brother Ross Jackson. We co-write together here.
That's right. How does the song happen?
Well, normally I suppose I have observation of people, listening to what people say and how they say it, and normally it just comes out perhaps a line, and then I'll have a thought about a subject, and it can be just anything really.
And this is the guy that plays slide. What's your name? Pete. So he hears some lines, and they refer back to life, some lesson in life or something, or some idea in life. And then it prompts you to be. Do you use your own life experience to intercede on that?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Tell us more about that, because then you bring it to him, and you have to talk him into it or not.
He's sort of on the same plane as what I am in regard to this type of thing. We have had songs, or I've sent stuff to him that he doesn't like, so we put them aside, but I still like them, so I keep them. Bill perhaps might like 40% of it. He might like 100% of it. So it's a massage between both of us, and he does some things that I don't particularly like at times with lyrics, but I need him, and I guess he needs me as a vehicle to do what we do, and I'm happy enough to compromise. It's all about the song with me. It's not about me. I don't think it's about him either. It's all about the song and the craft what we do.
In service of the song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And they get better over time, I bet you. I bet you they
Well,
get.
that's the plan.
Yeah.
You never quite know that, you know.
This has been going on for 30, 40 years, right?
Well, not really. I've always written. That's been part of my life therapy, I suppose, to write. But I've been doing it since I was around about 15. Bill's been doing the same thing with the guitar and playing it since he was 15. And we never really got together until about 7 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a maturity thing. I think that...
I'd run out of ideas.
Yeah.
Rocky's an ideas man. It's always, look, writing, there's no doubt about that writing songs, it's always one of the most difficult things is to come up with an angle or an idea or a story or a piece of history or whatever, and he's pretty good at that. And so it's been a nice thing for me to because I've got so many of his lyrics that I haven't even looked at yet.
You didn't by any chance bring your guitar today. You have to have it to leave. It's out in the car, right?
It is, yeah, but yeah. We don't have that long actually by the time we get over to Pomeroy.
That's
and
what you
leave.
think.
Yeah.
What's 5 minutes? 5 minutes for a song.
song.
We could play. I think what I'd really love to have you play is this one that you did last night. I don't even remember. I was talking to him right at the time. I said, you need to do that one.
Which one was it?
Was it Double Shot?
Double Shot.
I think it was
Are
Double
you sure?
Shot.
What was he?
We do double shot, Pete.
Yeah, can I do that on this? I've never done it on double. Let's try it. Yeah.
Sitting staring at the rain, watching cars changing lanes, feeling down and turning blue. It's so hard to explain if the rain's never rained on you. No water, no ice, this has to work. Pour me a double shot, I need this pain to hurt. To the darkest places ever seen, through hard times and bad dreams, I just don't know what to do. I've been heartbroken before, but the rain's never rained on you. No water, no ice, this has to work. Pour me a double shot, I need this pain to hurt. It ain't nothing but old news that he loves the country blues. It hurt me and it hurt you too, but it don't mean a thing if the rain's never rained on you. No water, no ice, this has to work. Pour me a double shot,
Just off the pen, huh?
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were saying a month ago or something.
Pretty new one, yeah.
So.
Okay, so I got this local TV show thing going on here. So let's say somebody tunes in. What do you want to tell people about being here in America, in Fairfield?
About being, well, I've heard a lot about Fairfield, about how it's, it's very much in sustainability. I heard about the Maharishi moving in here and the initial conflict, and now that it's kind of permeated the society, and it seems like everyone kind of gets on well.
They're trying. They're trying, man.
Yeah. It seems like I've never been to a small Midwestern town before. Haven't been to the Midwest before, so it's almost like, we grew up on American TV and American movies in Australia, and this is almost like the beginning of a Steve Martin movie. You see the shiny coloured lights at night in a nice, clean, tidy little town. It seems like a really nice place. Yeah. That's my impressions.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, that makes me happy to hear that, because I've been trying to integrate myself here. I was gone 20 years, come back, and now I'm finally free.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So you don't have to travel like 4,000 damn miles to get free, necessarily, but...
Yeah, it's like leaving something behind, I suppose. And I've been on a bit of a mission over the last few years just to write and record as many songs as I can.
And on that album there was a song called Something in Blue, which I was lucky enough that Dave Olney picked up and recorded on his last album. So it was a good enough reason to come back here.
I was actually supposed to walk off stage, but I'm getting old. I might walk off stage and not till we get back. So, okay, let's rock out with something.
How about the blue dress? Bill Jackson song.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Ain't got no silver, ain't got no gold. Just this long dollar to hang on to your hope. Go out and buy something in blue. It's the only thing left to do. All blue. Blue looks good on you. Ain't got no bullion, no treasure chest. Just this long dollar and a cold wind from the west. Go out and buy something blue. It's the only thing left to do. All blue. Blue looks good on you. I ain't got no rubies or diamonds to hold. Just this wind, this rain, and this road. Go out and buy something in blue. It's the only thing left to do. All blue. Blue looks good on you. I was born on the western wind. But your love changed everything. Go out and buy something in blue. It's the only thing left to do. Oh, blue. Blue looks good on you. Go out and buy something blue. It's the only thing left to do. All blue. Blue looks good on you.
Jon Estrin, meet Doug Daller. On the stage tonight, they meet each other. Watch them learn as they learn, and as you believe, this is going to come true right now.
All right.
That it's beautiful to have a challenge, even better to succeed without hurting anyone. Nobody anywhere can tell me that it's not warm in the full light of the sun. Outside my window I hear the world's noise. Hear the world's noise. I've been dreaming about a castle, a mansion filled with toys. Inside I've been dreaming too deep while conversation rolls by. I've been wondering what it would take to survive all this and realize the reason I tried. It's a dead end road, this song, it's a highway. Highway to hell, it's a bitch to breathe while you're bothered by the smell. You want to get down, you want to get dirty, you want to feel it, I can tell. Then you sit down by yourself at the end of the street, wonder why you claim that you fell.
to have a challenge, even better to succeed without hurting anybody, anyone, nobody, anywhere can tell me that it's not warm in the full light of the sun. Blessing in disguise, the way that I feel. Otherwise I might notice that this life isn't really real. Love keeps falling apart the closer that it gets. Concrete, steel, and garbage. Concrete and steel. Come on up here, dude. Come on up. Concrete and steel. Come on. Concrete and steel. where you're standing, man. We make up, but we both realize that there's a part that doesn't really fit. Then it kicks in hot, hard, and solid like a good cup of coffee when one of us really quits. I wish I got paid like Muhammad Ali for all the times I had to wear the mitts. Out on the concrete, in the steel, in the garbage. To the bomb shelter, I wish I got a chance to get married to it, but I've been ferried to it. I've been taught to fear it till it was gone, and then yeah, sure, I wish I could rise up one day and be something more than another piece of, another pile of concrete, another piece of steel, garbage, concrete and steel. Kevin Keating, Tim Bredden, Doug Daller, Jon Estrin,
What are people up to anymore? What are they doing?
How come you're not featured at, man? I want to listen to you guys all night.
Why don't you book me?
Okay.
I thought you were the promoter guy. Are you?
Yeah.